Carrier operations. Oh no. But here we go, we're getting into our first semifinals of the night, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the Finnish Zerg player, the blue Zerg representing Berserker Esports. It is Mixu. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the South Korean Terran player, the red Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go. We have our first semifinals. Also, did we not have predictions going? My apologies. Predictions should be open in the chat. You can place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Will be going the way of ByuN or Mixu. Best of luck in the chat. Up to you to decide. I mean, ByuN is the heavy favorite, that is true, but I want to believe in the Finnish Phenom. In Cyril's firstborn, I want to believe. Let's go. For now, it's settling in. Hatchcast full. Meanwhile, ByuN going for a 2-Rex opener, 2-Rex Reaper. Is going for an aggressive start, and we'll see what ByuN can get done. Here we go. As the Reapers are on the way, the goal here of this opener, of course, is for ByuN to deny the third base, contain Mixu on 2 bases, and delay the economy. We'll see if he can pull that off. Likewise, Mixu back at home, still setting up and settling in. But often I get to cast ByuN. Hope you enjoyed, Pappy. Hope you enjoyed. As the Reapers are moving out. Again, 2-Max Reaper. We should be at most getting 4 Reapers. We'll see if we embrace more, as the first Reaper has arrived. Mixu does keep his drone hidden, does keep it safe. Overlord does confirm the 2-X Reaper, of course. Mixu is aware. And so far the dance has begun. 1 Ling has fallen. Mixu still going for the third. Bold move. Does go for the third expansion. ByuN backing off. Will scout, will confirm. But that's already stopped Reaper production. Only 3. Only 3 Reapers, which means Mixu can defend. Mixu can hold. Queen is waddling in. Second Queen has arrived. ByuN getting zoned away. The first Queen taking a lot of hits, though. He wants it. He wants the Queen, and he's going to get it as well. Massive pick off. 1 Queen falls. Not like this. And ByuN gaining more ground. Forcing back the Queen. Again, these Reapers are so low. But does still barely keep them alive. Alas, the expansion should finish. ByuN wants another Queen. No shot! He wants it! He wants another Queen! Get out of here. ByuN. Too greedy. So greedy. Almost does get it. Alas, Mixu will thankfully establish a third base. Did cost him a Queen to do so, but economically should be able to keep up. Should be able to keep up here with ByuN. Behind this, ByuN, of course, getting into a 2-1-1. Third CC behind this is going to be 3 CC. 2-1-1 means a more delayed move out from ByuN, waiting for, of course, medevac production. Is getting there. Meanwhile, Mixu going for a very early Bailey nest. Interesting. I mean, Mixu, he spots the third CC. He's aware that it's going to be a bit of a later move out. He's going for a Bane bust. Mixu, he's going for a bust across the map. His goal here is to break through the natural, deny Stim. Bearing in mind, Stim is exposed. And Mixu's going to try and punish. It's on ByuN to scout. ByuN is active with the Reapers. Reaper's still alive. Hellions as well. ByuN has to piece this together. Rotating around. He needs to get eyes on the lack of saturation at the third. Or even all the Lings. Queen zone away. Lings so far, they kept hidden. They're going for the surround. They're at least trying to. They do set up for the surround. Coming in from behind. But ByuN does slip away. Oh my god. Lings are going to be collapsing. They do catch 2 of the Hellions. They catch 2, but the other 2 do make it out. A big volley's going off of the Lings. Mixu bleeding out a lot of units. Will eventually shut this down. I say that. ByuN, he's getting away. The Hellions, they're lubed up. We just can't get a handle on them. Finally, they're going to be shut down. But the value is insane, and ByuN back at home, he's walling up. bunkers are being thrown down. He realizes just how many Lings there are. That is insane. That is crazy. So many Lings. So ByuN is walling off. Stim is almost done. Stim is seconds away from finishing. Hellions are amassing as well. Banelings have arrived. And they're going for the depot. It's all or nothing for Mixu. The Hellion volleys are they're a little bit too good though. And ByuN is holding. The depot falls, but not much else. Stim is going to be denied. But that is not enough damage. Mixu needs more. Mixu backs off. Building up more Ling Bane. Is now droning up, but these are late workers for Mixu. Still has a lot invested into this army. But ByuN holds. ByuN holds. ByuN taking a third base. At this point, it should be on Mixu to delay the third for as long as possible. Delay the third base. Coming in for another attempt at surround. The Hellions, they get away. They keep getting away, Papi. The Banelings, they do nothing. ByuN is holding once again. Mixu pulling away. Taking extra gases. Getting to a fourth. I mean, Mixu has been droning quite heavily behind all of this and is trying to stabilize and catch back up. Lair is now on the way, but this is a very late lair for Mixu. It is, what, a almost 7-minute lair. Ay, ay, ay. Likewise, no upgrades. Again, this shows just how all-in Mixu was. There were no Evo chambers, there was no lair, there was no fourth, there was no drones. So Mixu has still not caught up. It's still stabilizing. And ByuN is already working on 2-2. As the Evo chambers are still on the way, ByuN, he has 2-2 upgrades on the horizon. Crazy. That's why it's called an all-in. Like, even though the game is still going on, it's still... we're still behind, I should mention. Mixu was still trying to catch up. ByuN moving out. Stim is now done in 10 seconds. And ByuN is looking to trade. There we go, stimming up the ramp, clearing up a lot of creep. And Baneling's speed only just started. Yeah, ByuN against slow Bane should not take him to the face. Lings, they come in first round, they force a pickup. One Marine falls. But ByuN still has so much potential with this army. The Banelings, oh my god! Not bad. One Baneling does connect. Good chunk of Marines go down. ByuN getting caught off guard, but he's reinforcing with tanks, with Hellbats, with more of an army. 2-2, halfway done. Mixu trying to hold on, but this position is brutal. Banelings force aggression to tank, not ideal. The tank, it tanks so many Banelings. Ay, ay, ay. A tank in more ways than one. And ByuN is breaking through. Baneling speed has completed. ByuN kiting back. Lings being shut down. More Banelings are on the way. That's 7 Banelings. And is it enough? Oh my god. And it barely does force back the Terran. But ByuN is not stopping. He's not slowing down. He just keeps going. Just keeps rattling across the map. Behind this is a 4th CC. ByuN is not all in. It's just how much of a lead he had earlier. And 2-2 now kicks in for ByuN. Yeah, Mixu knows he cannot save the base. He does evacuate. Mixu gives up on the expansion. The queens fall down. The Lings, they attempt to counterattack, but ByuN is ready back at home as well. He's more than ready. Mixu setting up a surround. Oh, he's trying to come in from behind as well. Will save the expansion. Takes down the tank. Mixu, he saves his hatchery. Not bad. We'll lose another, but does at least save his 4th. As Mixu has saved the drones. The workers were saved. Tanks were dealt with. Burrow is done. I believe? Yeah. Oh, no, the scan! Scan reveals the borrowed Banelings. Again, Burrow would be a good way to bounce back in this game, but it's yet to come into play. And Mixu trying to engage. Wintermine bars in time. The spread is just a little bit too good. The concave is insane, and ByuN snowballing out of control. He breaks down the hatchery and can keep going from here. Forced to pick up. Banelings finish up just in time. ByuN dropping into the natural. But Mixu is running out of steam. He's running out of army. Those are the final Banelings. GG gets called, and ByuN will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. ByuN does take the first game. I do appreciate the all-in that Mixu was getting ready, again, in the earlier stages of the game, but unfortunately ByuN was able to scout. He was able to determine what was going on with his Hellion Reaper, was able to buy so much time, trade so efficiently against the Lings. By the time the all-in arrived, ByuN was ready for it. ByuN was more than ready, had bunkers up and running, had shaved off so much of the Ling Bane, or so many of the Lings already. So ByuN did hold beautifully, and did snowball from there. Mixu was just trying to stabilize after the failed all-in and wasn't quite able to get there in the end. Wasn't quite able to make up for it. And now we're getting into game number 2. Let's go. Getting into game 2. It's going to be on ByuN. Getting into our next game. And we'll see if we can bounce back and force the ace matches spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. We have the Finnish Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing Berserker Esports, down in the series, but I want to believe he can bounce back. It is Mixu. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go. Whew. Again, we had a very intense game number 1, especially with the initial 2-Rax Reaper, with the Bane Bus follow-up, of course. And we'll see how we can recover. See how both of our players do approach this. As for the time being, ByuN going for the Rax Expand, standard opener this time at a ByuN, likewise Hatch Gas Pool at a Mixu. We're calming things down, which makes sense. We're loading into a much larger map, we're loading into ByuN, of course, much larger map, a little more bases to expand to, a little more defendable, fortifiable 3rd and 4th base as well. We can head towards a longer game state. I say that this is a good map for 8 Raxes. If ByuN did want to go for a 3-base all-in, this is primed for that kind of setup. See if that's what he goes for. We shall see. For the time being, just standard openers. Just going to be droning, fending out the overlords, making sure there is no proxy, making sure there is no shenanigans on the horizon here. I wouldn't put it past ByuN to proxy in this matchup. So Mixu's just making sure he's safe and sound. Shaking for the initial proxy and moving out. Shout out to Belmioja in the chat. Bappy, what are you playing? I did not see you in the bracket, Belmioja. Este Belmioja. Ay, ay, ay. Next time, next time. You have to cast, you Bappy. You have to cast. So now we are settling in. Link speed on the way. Mixu not pulling out. Uh-oh. Bear that in mind. No pull out at a Mixu. Now, you do not mind this much gas without good reason. It could be a Bane Bust, could be a Roach Rush, could be a Link Queen Nidus all-in with a fast lair. My eyes are on Mixu. He's going for an all-in. Which kind, though? That's the question. Is it going to be the lair, the Bailey Nest, or the Roach Warren? Or a mixture of either one. A combination, if you will. So our eyes are on Mixu. Back at home, it's going to be 3cc for ByuN. 3cc into Starport. Most likely Banshee. Mixu has yet to confirm, and there it is. We have the answer. I was curious what the gas is going to be spent on. Roaches. Roach Warren has been thrown down. The Reaper does. No! ByuN! He gets in! Oh, my kid doesn't. The scout is denied. ByuN does not get behind the mineral line, and Mixu is going for a Roach Rush. Oh boy. Now we'll see how committed Mixu is going to be. This could just be initially, 5 roaches and then droning up behind it, or it can just double down and commit. I mean, Link speed is done, so we can Link flood behind it. Overlord's finishing up, and here come the roaches. Oh, they're coming back. That's a lot of Overlords. And Mixu is going for the all-in. Yeah, it's going to be all or nothing. 7 roaches on the way, soon to be Ravagers as well. Lings, they deny the Reaper. Aliens are moving out for some map control, for scouting. Again, the pressure is on ByuN to figure out what's going on. Has yet to scout, has yet to confirm. Behind this, Banshee production is on the way. Mixu is actually squeezing out a couple of workers. Roaches, they're actually going to be skirting around the edge of the map. It will take longer to move out, but they will be more of a surprise for ByuN. And Mixu's droning. Okay. So it's not an all-in. It is Roach aggression. That is true. It is committed. But Mixu is droning. As Roaches, they skirt around the edge of the map. Hellions are out of position. And how much damage can Mixu get done as Roaches are revealed? Waddling into the natural. Boys are being pulled. They are reinforcing Hellions back at home. The Hellions, they race back. Roach is getting surrounded. One Roach does fall. Ooh, second Roach as well. Banshee has arrived, and this Roach attack, it's not getting much done. I say that does get 5 SCVs. Okay. Gets 5 workers. Boys being pulled. Lings have arrived, getting 9 SCV kills. But the problem is that was a costly trade. That was 9 SCVs for how much? For 6 Roaches and 12 Lings. It wasn't for free. Mixu, though, on a healthy worker count, getting up to 3 base saturation, getting into double Evo chambers for upgrades, of course. And ByuN doesn't counterattack, he's staying back home. I was concerned about a counterattack. The Banshee does move out, does confirm the saturation, the Queens as well, and here come the Hellions. Hellions are on the way. The pressure is now on ByuN to get some worker damage. Viking catches an Overlord. Hellions go for the dive. Roaches are in position. So far nicely done by Mixu. He keeps up. He holds on. Hellions are denied. So far so good. Investing into Roach speed. Investing into +1 carapace. And it is going to be interesting. +1 melee, not +1 range. This tells us that the Roach Ravager is merely a stepping stone, and yep, we're headed towards Lingbane. So it's going to be Roach Ravager initially to defend after the initial aggression, and Mixu is done with Roaches and is now embracing Lingbane instead. Banshees have arrived, they take down a Queen. Spore was too little too late. Queen does fall, Overlord gets caught. Mixu actually rushing into an infestation pit. Okay. With that, he has access to faster hive. Can rush into a hive or even incorporate some infestors for fungal growth. Would be a safer approach as the Banshees, they bypass the spore. 3 drones go down. Mixu trying to keep up. Getting up to 3 base economy. 4th base on the way. Double expanding, going for the gold as well. Okay. Mixu double expanding, droning up. There's that hive, so it's for the hive, not for infestors. Should be for plus adrenal and Viper Tech. So we can take a moment and we can take a breath. We can calm things down. ByuN is getting a 4th. Mixu double expanding. We are working towards a longer game state, which is what we expected here between our players. Or now ByuN, I should say. On this map. Viking gets turned away. ByuN applying some pressure, but again, he's not committing. Just poking him whatever he can. Still building up back at home. Banshees come back in, going for another queen. They go for the drones. There's 4 more workers going down. The Banshees, they're still alive. They're still up and running. Headed into the main base. Nice scout as well. They get eyes on the infestation pits and on the hive. ByuN is aware of the tech. And we should be working towards Ghost as a result. For now, still Marine Marauder. ByuN moving up with his tanks ahead of time. Mixu is going to be incorporating some spell casters. We have 2 Infestors and a Viper on the way. But they will need time to gather up energy. We'll need time, and ByuN, he's in position to deny the gold. Oh, the Banelings. Okay, Mixu pulls away. ByuN pushing forward. Denies mining at the gold. Splits up the Marines. Banelings, they try to crash in. They crash into the Hellbats. Not many Marines, though. Ooh, nice piles. Mixu is holding. Oh, no, the Fuggles. Let's go. The chain Fuggles, even. Mixu, he shuts down the Bio army. And he's going for the tanks as well. Forces a pickup. Mixu does hold and saves the gold. There's still more reinforcements on the way. Mixu, he can take the fight, though. He can, and he will. Forces a pickup on the tanks. Chases back the Marines. The goal base getting saturated. So far, so good. Oh my god. Tank loads are insane, though. Yeah, tanks on the high ground. They punish the Ravagers. Mixu in an awkward position. Does have to pull away, bleeding out more Lings. Racing back home, and ByuN. Now, the scary thing about what just happened is that ByuN retained all of his tanks. He only lost one. One tank fell, the others did survive. So there's still quite a strong backbone to the army of ByuN. He's moving forward. He has arrived once again. Oh, the mine shot! Would mines don't go up. More Ling Bane is required. There's still just the one Viper. It is quite low. And the Infestors, they're getting ready for another Fungal. They still need a little bit more time. As they catch a Widow Mine. Marines dropping in. Mixu commits! Oh, the mine shot, so... Yeah, the Widow Mines are brutal. They shut down the Ling Bane. And that was not the fight to take. And ByuN is still gaining more ground. There is a good Fungal, though. Oh, not bad. The Fungal was solid, but is there much else behind this? As the base is full, and the Marines, they shut down the Queens, the Infestors, the Ravagers as well. And ByuN, he's breaking through. It's just too much Terran. It was an impressive hold initially out of Mixu, but it just barely was not enough. As ByuN is snowballing out of control. Mixu did well, but it's still ByuN. that's the problem here. Mixu, he was holding the line. But last lost the base, lost the gold, lost 12 workers. Lings cannot engage. Does at least deny the 5th, but bear that in mind. ByuN is already on a 4-base economy. Re-rotating. Mixu does find the tanks. But will lose another expansion. Another hatchery falls. Oh, we do come in from behind, though. Mixu, the best fight possible. Connects with the Marines, but still not enough. GG gets called. Too much left over, and ByuN will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. A very impressive performance here by ByuN to take the series. Oh, I can't forget the fanfare. Will take the series, will advance on. And we have yet to determine who will face off against ByuN in the semis. Who's it going to be?